Yo, yo. We allow you on the tube.
Did you hear that?
No.
Might have been my PC. I just got like a hard ass whine come through.
Yo, yo. That's the turbocharge you've got on the PC. We allow you on the tube.
Yeah, all my cheats and stuff. It's like, how are we supposed to use aimbot on fucking podcast? Yeah, I just want to say this out loud to a group of adults. If I have to watch one more episode of Paw Patrol or fucking Bluey, I'm gonna start shooting heroin
Again.
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 Again. Like I'm gonna shoot so much. Also, who the fuck funds the Paw Patrol? I need to understand where they got money and training to just be like, oh, we're gonna perform an emergency rescue where I'm gonna send one dog in a helicopter off the edge to pick up a chicken in the middle of the ocean because there's a shark around. I don't know what you're teaching my child, but you're not teaching my child anything good. He's literally gonna see a German Shepherd and just be like, bitch, we're good. The Paw Patrol's here. Like, we're good. Nothing can go wrong. Nothing. And then that same dog's going to bite him. Like, I need you guys to understand that. Also, I've never met a bulldog that's not lazy as fuck. And you guys make Rubble out to be like the coolest, most badass builder bulldog in the fucking world. Ciao, what's up? Hi, baby.
Yo, Anna.
You make Rubble out to be the coolest dude in the world. Like, he's going to get up and just do some shit. And I've never seen a bulldog not be lazy as fuck. Like, growing up, there was a bulldog that lived next door, and he was so lazy, bro, he would piss on the porch. Like, she would bring him out front, and he would take 3 steps out of the house and just piss all over the front steps. Like, I've never seen a bulldog that would be like, yeah, bro, I totally want to do construction.
So,
what are you teaching our children?
Have you seen the British bulldogs? Really short,
Aren't they
stubby
all English
things.
bulldogs? Isn't
No,
that
there's
what they
different
are?
types.
English bulldogs?
There's different types.
There's Frenchies, and Frenchies are the little bastards, and
Yeah.
Frenchies are crazy. Frenchies are always crazy.
Mhm.
But an English bulldog, even like that we would have here, like I know what an American bulldog looks like. It doesn't really look like a bulldog the same.
Yes, they're not
An
all
English
then.
bulldog is what he was. He was the laziest son of a bitch. That's what Rubble is. He's an English bulldog, and he's the laziest. Also, how the fuck did you get all these purebred animals together like that nobody wanted? What? Who is funding this? I need to sit down with Mayor Goodway.
No, you don't.
Like, I need to understand, bro. Paw Patrol is fucking up this generation.
No. Do we tell you what's fucking up this generation? You don't need to trust the FCC.
No, I don't trust. I'm gonna tell you why I don't trust them. Brock Purdy got a goddamn commercial with the Paw Patrol. I don't trust Brock Purdy, so fuck the Paw Patrol. Also, it's not just Paw Patrol. Rubble and Crew, Super Titties, which also Super Kitties is a terrible show.
Hold on, what did you say?
I call it Super Titties, but it's
right,
Super
okay,
Kitties.
Okay.
It is a terrible show. It is a terrible, terrible show.
The thing is, you're taking away the magic. Yeah.
What magic?
What? They don't need to be funded.
Bro.
Yeah, they get an allowance every week.
Okay. What's up, boss man? Give me a cartoon from your childhood.
Pokemon.
Okay, cool. That was Universal because it was made by the fucking Japanese anyway. It's not like it was Welsh or American or anything.
Yeah, I go with you. Did you ever see on Cartoon Network Codename Kids Next Door?
Dude, we love Codename Kids Next Door. What a show! We're talking about we're talking about
Peppa's top notch. You can fuck right off.
Dude, Peppa makes the British look so bad. She literally makes the British look so bad. Like, I just imagine all you guys do is jump in muddy puddles and like fall down when something works out in your life. You're just like, yay, and you fall down laughing. That's all I imagine that British people do.
That's about right.
That's about right. It's the same with Bluey. Every time they're like, oh, we were like, her parents are talking, they're like, oh, we met in London. She's like, the fucking queen was there. I'm like, I'm not sure that's how that works. Like, I really don't think that just because London equals the queen, but like Bluey makes you believe that if you go to London, the fucking queen's gonna be there. Codename
not
Kids
anymore.
Next Door. Great show. Great show. If you watch that show in depth, they had sex, like SECT, sext, of like this was 1 through 5 because these are their code names, and then this is 11 through 15 or whatever, and they had their own tree houses to
Yeah.
where they had their own ninja gear equipment to where they could take on anybody. Codename Kids Next Door made you believe that you could be a motherfucking spy. Paw Patrol's not doing that for these kids.
Mm,
My favorite cartoon growing up, Hey Arnold.
okay, yeah. Hey, Arnold.
One taught you how to get bullied. Hey, football head. Like, they literally just made fun of this dude's head because someone was a terrible drawer and didn't know how to draw a normal white kid's head. They just drew a football and put facial features on it. And we're like, this is Arnold. And they were just like,
Hold on.
God
Let's talk about
damn.
Anna wanting to be Bubbles from Powerpuff Girls for a sec. The fuck?
Is Bubbles the blonde?
I fuck no.
That would make motherfucking sense. That would make sense. But the Powerpuff Girls were made out of sugar, spice, and everything nice, and then just some X. And I'll tell you, I've done enough X in my life that like I probably felt like the Powerpuff Girl. I was probably a superhero.
I mean, like with Brave Star, did you want to be the horse or the guy? Let's see what he says.
What's Brave Star?
Apparently, I've just looked it up. Apparently, it was a TV show.
Okay, we're not that old. God damn, give me that. Like, hold on. I've just crossed the 20s to the 30s. Like, I'm not. Brave Star? Everybody wanted to be Bubbles. You know who the fuck I wanted to be? Mojo Jojo.
Brave Star was it was aired on from September 1987 through to February 1988. It lasted a year with 65
we weren't
episodes.
alive then. I wasn't even swimming in my daddy's nutsack at that point in time.
Yeah,
like, I wasn't even a thought to be shot. You know what I mean? Like, I wasn't even there to be there.
Yeah.
Everybody wanted to be Bubbles growing up. Everybody wanted to be Bubbles.
You say that, right? But look at the programs like on Cartoon Network, for instance. You had Robot Boy, Bill and Mandy, and Grim Reaper.
Billy and Mandy. The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy made me want to have the Grim Reaper as my best friend, too. Like, what are you talking about? That's what I'm saying. Like, these cartoons now are just losing face value of, like, Paw Patrol.
Yeah. I mean, like, Ben 10. They are classic. Yeah. How many times do you want to be a fucking alien growing up?
Bro, I had the watch back in the day.
Yeah, you're just gay.
Okay. What the fuck? You're supposed to be on my team. Johnny Bravo was the man.
Yeah. He was an Indian sheriff.
That sounded like that show was created in Oklahoma. They were like, we got to give this guy everything that the Native Americans had. I got to go watch it now. I bet it's cool.
I mean, it sounds like it was an ex-army promotional video.
If you guys really rewatch Johnny Bravo, he hit on everybody's mom. Oh yeah. How we doing, mama? Like, he hit on everybody's mom. He didn't give a fuck, dude. He was just out here trying to bang MILFs. I mean, like, Johnny Bravo, he didn't care.
Yeah. Like,
you had Ben 10, you had Hey Arnold, you had
so here's one for you. This was a British thing. Did you ever have Dennis the Menace?
Yes. Yes, we had movies and stuff about him too. I feel like it was an Americanized version.
What about Arthur?
Movie, but
did you ever have Arthur?
The Aardvark?
No, Arthur. It was a TV show.
Yeah, he's an Aardvark.
No.
With the glasses?
No, he was like a mouse person.
He's a fucking Aardvark!
No. Hold on. I need to check.
Chat, I'm about to destroy this man right here and now. Arthur was an aardvark. An aardvark is a small mammal with that same facial structure and everything. Arthur was an aardvark.
No, he's a mouse, you fucking idiot.
Arthur's an aardvark.
Hold on. What animal is Arthur? He can commonly be called a field mouse or an aardvark, yeah. But he can be called a field mouse as well, so...
He's a field aardvark. We'll just join them together. Cat Dog, bro. Cat Dog was the coolest show ever, too, because you had one side that was just stupid, and he would eat stuff out of the trash can and, like, get himself into trouble, and then you had Cat, who was so refined and...
Doesn't that seem like any normal relationship in 2024?
Exactly, dude. Exactly. Also, Courage the Cowardly Dog, because the old man and the old lady were dead the entire show. And this is literally him
Oh,
going
that's
through
fun.
the dying stages as a dog and like scaring himself with all of this. Also, Ed, Ed, and Eddie.
Yes.
That show is about those kids being dead.
Shut up.
Swear to God. I'm not lying to you. Look it up. It's because of the coloring and all that and everything. It literally they're dead.
Right, hold on.
That's why they never age. They never nothing ever changes. Nothing. Ed, Ed, and Eddie, they're all dead. Courage was crazy, bro. You know what fucked me up more in Courage than like
Hold
the
on.
monsters and stuff?
According to fan theory, Ed and Sarah from Ed, Ed and Eddie died in a car crash in 1955. The theory also claims that the cul-de-sac is purgatory and that Ed, Ed and Eddie are actually dead.
Yep.
Fucking hell.
Crazy. Like one, who let this guy write a children's show? Clearly, he was on way too much acid to be in the building. I get it's Cartoon Network, but like, holy shit, dude, what are we talking about? When the old man would put the fucking mask on and scare Courage, that was scarier than anything. When he would fucking like that was scarier than fucking anything else that Courage ever went through. Just because that old man is supposed to be his friend and he saves that old fucker so many times in that show, and that old man still just terrifies him.
So
Ed,
blue.
Ed, and Eddie was a good one. We
Yeah.
grew up, yeah, Arthur. Okay, I'm not going to lie to you and tell you I ever watched Arthur, but
Yeah.
the Arthur memes are what this generation needed. All the memes of Arthur, like fist, the little fist and everything, that is exactly what we needed in life. But I'm just telling you, Paw Patrol is bullshit. They're making these kids believe that every fucking bulldog and every German shepherd is out to help you, and really, they're going to bite your ass.
Ah,
Also,
don't
Sky's
ruin
a
the imagination.
Pomeranian. I've never met a good Pomeranian in my life.
No, it's the Chihuahuas you want to watch for.
I had one of the best Chihuahuas I've ever like. Thumper was the
And
greatest dog probably I've ever had.
crazy. You should read it all. Rewatch clips, everything that it says.
Yeah,
Jesus.
100% everything you understood as a child is a lie.
So Bluey,
I have no problem with Bluey. Honest to
just
God,
Bandit. Just an issue with Bandit.
that's a ish me, not an issue. Don't worry about that. Worry about
Nah,
yourself. Okay, but here's my problem with Bluey.
go.
One, you guys make Australia look cool as fuck. Where are
Yep.
the snakes? Where are the spiders? Where are the gazontopedes?
They live
Where
in
is
the
the
magical
shit?
part of Australia. Don't have them.
Everything in Australia wants to kill you, bro. Everything. Like, I
Yeah.
make jokes about getting my kid a kangaroo. A kangaroo would beat the shit out of me.
Wait, have you seen the video of the kangaroo choking the dog?
Yeah, the guy just walks up and fucking hooks
Yeah.
him.
Give,
Get off
give
my
him a
dog,
proper hug.
bitch. Kangaroos aren't friendly. And you guys really make Australia look like this just serene. Now, I've watched Mr. In Between. I know what the fuck Australia really looks like.
So, me and you had this conversation the other day about how Bluey is well ahead of its time in terms of children education.
100%, dude.
Yeah, it
It
teaches
is
you a
one of
lot.
those shows,
It
and,
teaches
and
you
it hits
about
you in
like,
your feels sometimes too.
yeah. I mean, like there was that episode with what's her name? The mother. What's the mother's name? You got Bandit, Bluey, Bingo,
Chili.
Chili, where her sister comes over and she finds out,
Brandy.
yeah,
Yep.
and
Yep.
that
She
she can't
can't
have
have
kids.
kids.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then a few episodes later, you see that she's IVF has happened and she's
Yep.
managed to
She's
have
all
kids.
knocked
Yeah.
up and fat.
Knocked up, got kids. Yeah, but the issue me and you had was Bandit makes dads look bad.
He does, bro. I'm not trying to play with you every moment, every day. Not everything. Like literally, one of my favorite episodes, Work.
Yeah.
Where like she knocks on the door and everything. He opens it, what's up, guys? Oh, we're playing Work, and he's like, oh, work, oh, work. Literally in that moment, just completely stops doing his motherfucking job. He was actually at work, just stops doing everything. He's just like, all right, fuck it. And then for hours, because you can literally see the sun change and everything in this whole episode for hours, goes outside, ends up dancing in the rain and all
Yeah.
of this shit. Like, Bandit. Bandit.
Fucking
Bad
chill out.
dog. Bad
Bad
dog, bro.
dog.
Bad dog. what are you doing? Why are you doing this to me?
He's like,
Because the thing is most of us are Winton's dad, who's never in the fucking thing at all. The only time you see him is when he's holding hands with the terrier's mom, so you know he's just out for some milk pussy because he knows she puts out.
yup, speak coming up. Oh, fuck's sake.
Dude,
I try, but I don't think I can compare to Bandit. The shit that dog comes up with is unbelievable. I mean, like,
also, my wife always asks me, she's like, do they know that they're playing these games? Like, is that the point of the show of like Feather Wand? Like the one she's like, oh fuck yeah, heavy, heavy, heavy,
yeah.
everything. Like, do they know they're supposed to be playing these games? Or like,
Well, I think
who the fuck?
I think the Feather Wand one. I think only Bluey clicked on that like, because you remember when she first had it, she said heavy, and Bandit didn't click.
He was like, what?
He was like,
She was
what?
like, heavy motherfucker. I said,
She's
pick
that
that shit
bitch.
up.
I'll
I
get this
dare
brick
you.
out.
Yeah. No, that's like nightcaps at 8 a.m.
Oh yeah, I think he's fucked. He's pissed.
That's a steady. I took a Percocet. Now I'm about to drink 3 bourbons.
Have you noticed how
before
half the
noon.
time he's sat on the sofa or laying on the sofa because he's
Literally
recovering from the last day?
kicked up, doing something. The Mount Mom and Dad, like
Yeah.
they're like, yeah, we went to the New Year's
Falls
party, and they're
asleep
like
midway through.
wobbling. Yeah, he falls asleep as they're crawling on him. You're just like, so cool. I dude, like you're a great dad. I get that. That's
And have you
awesome.
noticed he's always in the toilet, so he can't hold his bladder very well?
Exactly. Or he's pissing in the bushes.
Yep.
In the one episode where the feather wad, did they make it heavy and shit? She's like, Bandit,
And he's
what
also
are you
very
doing?
impulsive. Do you see the one where his next door neighbor got the pizza cooker? And
We're
then
going to Hammerbond.
Yeah, we're literally going out to buy one.
We're going to Hammerbond.
And I love
She's
how
like, ooh.
yeah, but like Anna said, the dad expectator has gone up, Red. But
Yeah.
has also the expectation that we're allowed to just go out and buy whatever the fuck we want gone up as well. I mean, like,
Guess what, bitch? We're going to Hammerbarn. We're going to Hammerbarn.
I need a new smoker.
We're going to Hammerbarn.
Need deep fry my turkey this year.
And then, dude, the one that really kills me is the exercise one, where like Bingo comes. This is my first day on the job. Like, what is my job? And it's literally just to hold Bandit's leg up at the end of the workout or whatever. But the whole thing is him like fucking picking them up or chasing them around or like being used as a ball to play like tennis with and shit like this. And I'm just like, no. One, if I, as a human being, am going to take the time to work out, I'm going to work out how I want to work out. What's actually going to help me. I am not going to proceed to lift my kids up and down like I'm an elevator while this kid also talks shit about how slow the elevator is. Because then I'm just going to drop this little fucker. You know how many people die in elevators in a year? Guess you, Bluey. I guess you, Bluey.
So one of my favorite episodes is, I don't know if you, well, it's two of them. There's I think one of them is called Dream, and the other one's Fruit Bat.
Fruit Bat.
Yeah.
I love Fruit Bat.
He's got to be lacing something in them kids' fucking food, haven't he? They're having lucid dreams.
Bro, yeah, like what is she like what are we talking about? Also, they talk about it a lot in the show. Like every time Bluey does something and it's like super exaggerated or whatever, Bandit makes the comment of like, she can't help it. I'm pretty sure Bluey has ADD.
Is ADD or autism? It's one of them.
Or yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
One of the two. Because I feel like Bandit has it too. Because there's plenty of times in the show where he does the same similar thing. Unicourse. Unicourse is the prime example of this motherfucker has ADD or autism. What are you? And the worst part is,
have you noticed though?
like,
the show is called Bluey, but Bingo's just in it just as much. White folks.
Hey, Bingo gets her own episode. This episode of Bluey's called Bingo.
Yeah, like what's that? The second episode in.
Yep, and she loses the New Zealand piece on her butt.
Yeah.
Yep. I need to understand what you guys are expecting, because like Bluey, great show. And then you got Peppa fucking Pig. And I want to understand what British person,
right, that Peppa Pig is actually bad for kids.
Yes.
Because of how naughty it teaches your children to be.
Yes.
Like defiant of your parents. Like if you tell your child to do something, you expect them to do it. Like it's basically showing how you can defy your parents. Whereas Bingo is very much, push your boundaries a little bit. However, listen to your parents.
you talk it out. Like your parents will explain it to you, you'll learn, you'll have this aha moment of like, oh, like where she cleans all the stuff up. Like, why should I just do it? Because it makes you feel, it makes your tail wag. It makes you feel like you did something good. And like that whole the duck cake one.
Well,
The
do you
whole
remember the
episode
one
teaches
about
her.
speaking of like Bluey was speaking over Bingo all the time?
Yep, finding
And
your ears. Knits.
yeah,
Knits, knits, knits,
yeah,
knits.
and Chili told her, like, stop speaking over your sister. To some degree, it's quite, it's very much, it's like I
It's
said,
healthy,
it's
dude.
above its time because it's
Yep.
teaching kids the right values and not the wrong values. You're not flooding your children's mind with stupid shit that makes no sense.
I don't know how many times Peppa calls her dad fat. Like, I don't know how many times she's like, you are fat, daddy. You're just like, God, hey, you bitch, I'm a pig. I'm supposed to be fat. Also, you're kind of a fat little fucking child, too, you little pink bitch.
In response
Chat
to
said,
Anna's
what
question,
character best represents your kid?
go on, you first. I'm going
Probably
for
Socks.
Socks.
Socks is
Hold on,
just a
hold on,
chill
hold on.
guy, bro. Socks is just chilling.
Yeah, yeah,
Socks is
hold
always
on. I
just
got a
kind of
question.
hanging out.
I got a question for Anna. Is this any character or characters from Bluey? Because if it's any character, I feel like you open up the spectrum a bit to be able to list a few
Okay.
people.
If it's any character that's ever been like an animated anything that represents your kid, it's Timmy.
Oh my god. Oh, you're a fucking dick. Jesus Christ.
But Timmy is cool as fuck, bro.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't think you'd
Bo,
go.
so yeah, if we're going Bluey, he's Socks.
Yeah,
And if we're
okay.
going any animated character ever created, it's Timmy.
Jesus
Timmy.
Christ. So, with Taran, I would say he's probably Muffin from Bluey. Bit on the rampant.
Muffin's bad as fuck.
Yeah. If not Muffin, if it's outside of Bluey, I'm probably gonna have to go with the Wild Coyote from Looney Tunes.
Just always getting
He's
into shit, always
he's
doing
accident
something.
prone.
Yeah.
He's either dropping something
Blows
on him,
himself up.
yeah, hitting his head on tables. It's
Like, goddamn, what hit me? And you're like, you hit you. You ran into that. What are you talking about?
we used to have it when he was younger than what he is now. He'd go to sleep and you'd watch him on the baby monitor and he's hitting himself in the head, like literally looks like he's swinging punches at himself.
Punching himself?
Oh yeah, like proper.
Giddy does that exact same. It's a stem.
Yeah.
Giddy will literally. Also, found out, crazy stem to have, right? Kids, when they're small like that, before they hit the age of 5 and their brain starts developing and like growing and everything like that, when they hit themselves like that, it creates a small endorphin feeling for them. So basically, he's just knocking himself to, he's high, and then he just passes out fucking good and stoned and like vibing with the day. So he just hits himself a good times where he's like, oh yeah, there's some, oh yeah, and then just passes out.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, crazy. Children are the craziest thing in the world. People are like, oh, I want to have
I understand why
no.
he's so rambunctious now.
No, you don't. Yeah. Yeah, so like when he hits his head, it gets like a yeah, like an endorphin calming feeling, like a real dopamine release for them. So he's like,
Okay.
like you just fucking brained yourself. Are you okay, child?
Here's one for you. If you could, what character best represents you? Either in Bluey or outside Bluey.
I'll give you both. In
Go on.
Bluey,
Because we both agree we're definitely not Bandit. we both agree.
in Bluey, I'm probably Lucky's dad.
Okay.
I'm probably Lucky's dad. Like, no, we're raising a generation of squibs, Janet. I'm
Yeah.
putting my foot down. No, we're playing this game correct. Like,
I was gonna say the same.
Yeah, I'm Lucky's dad. Like,
Yeah.
I'm the old school kind of guy. Like, yes, we can have fun this way too. I promise this is fun too. Overall, overall, animated characters ever created.
Yeah.
Archer.
Really?
Archer. Lana.
See?
Phrasing? Are we not doing phrasing anymore? Phrasing? Like, dude, Archer, I love that show. I watched that
It is
show
a good show.
completely sober. I watched that show all 7 seasons on LSD. I watched that show so stoned I couldn't fuck it, and every time was the same funny and just as funny to me. Like, I love Archer. Probably my favorite animated show ever. Same question to you, and then chat's got a question for us.
Yeah. So I would say Lucky's dad.
Lucky's dad.
Very,
Lucky's
very
dad's
much
the man, bro.
Raising Nation
Yep.
of Squibs. I don't know how many times
Yep.
I've used that reference. Outside of that, I would probably say Stan for American Dad.
I
Impulsive,
could see.
stupid.
Besides the Patriot American loving
Yeah,
part, like I could see that about you.
yeah. It,
Like, oh, you're bleeding. Just walk it off. You're fine.
yeah.
Don't bleed on your mother's rug. I don't want to listen to Francine.
Pretty much.
I could definitely see that.
That's the character. Do you guys have an opinion on getting too much screen time for kids? Um, to be honest with you, if they're not right in front of the TV, I mean, like again, like we were just saying, there's educational purposes to TV, even at a young age, and I feel like to some degree, even if people don't agree with it, parents deserve a break, and if putting them in front of the TV for half an hour gives you that break to clean the bottles, sterilize the bottles, clean the house, have 5 minutes for yourself, I don't see the harm in it. I feel like I think there's a stigma around giving your children too much screen time.
There's a difference in screen time too.
Yeah,
TV
it's
is one thing, tablets are another.
yeah.
Like
I
when
was
you
just about
have
to
the
say it's like
interactive purpose of a tablet, I think you're overdoing it.
yeah, it's like you see kids these days, like even at early ages, having like the Amazon tablets with the rubber cases. You see them on there all the time, and it bugs me. Like I've got apps. I've got an app on my phone which is like a kids app, just in case, like if we're in the car and Hannah's out shopping or something, and we're waiting in the car because he was tired or he'd woken up. I've got something on my phone for him where it's like you can play fireworks on there, and it's like sing
Mm-hmm.
songs, the pianos and shit. Nothing spectacular, but he gets maybe 10 minutes every couple of weeks with that. Outside of that, again, TV screen time. I feel like if you need that 5 minutes, take 5 minutes. There's nothing wrong with giving them a bit of TV.
So that's probably for neurotypical parents. For me, I have no idea what kind of information my child is processing or intaking anyway. So I really don't know if this is hurting him or he even knows what the fuck he's looking at. It could be shapes and colors for him. He might not have ever watched an episode of Bluey. It might have been me and my wife who have watched every episode of Bluey. I'm not sure. Um, I would like to say, on the same token, I have a really big problem,
With
probably with just neurotypical kids,
you,
when a
motherfucker.
tablet is all they can do. Like when if you take a tablet away from a kid and they freak out, and I have two nephews that can fall into this category sometimes, and I love these boys. They also can go outside and fall in a mud pit and be happy as fuck. But like there's times that they're conditioned to just be like, hey, look at your tablet. And then like when you are like, okay, we're doing this now, and you take their tablet, they will freak the fuck out.
Do you know what? This is another thing that Bluey really does help with is the fact that it shows kids that you don't need to have technology. Because I don't think at any point throughout that, I think maybe there's one episode where they have a tablet, but at any point throughout that, they're not playing on tablets.
There's the Bob Bildy episode, and that's the exact premise of it. The whole thing is about them watching cartoons on the tablet, and they had the Bilby with them. She came home. It's a puppet, whatever, for
Yeah.
Bingo's kindy or whatever. And Bandit makes sure to take pictures of them, and Chili takes pictures of them, and all they're doing is watching the tablet. And then like Bingo gets sad, like, oh, this wasn't very fun. Why did we do this? And fucking Bandit's like, because you're idiots and you're stuck on tablets, and that's not the way to do it. And that makes him like get out on the bike with them and takes an old Polaroid camera and does all of that and everything.
Mad enough, I was watching that one earlier.
I feel like, okay, so I'm gonna say something, and this is probably gonna piss a lot of people off. It's not our kids, it's us.
I feel like
I
your
have seen
children
my
don't
little
have a
brother.
Go on.
I've seen my little brother put his phone down and like walk away, walk to another room or something, and like grab at his pockets, like where the fuck, and it'd be like 6 minutes.
Yeah.
Me and my wife fall into habits of doing it. Like we'll be sitting there doing something together or whatever, and then we're waiting on something or whatever, and we'll both get on our phones, start watching YouTube videos, and a fucking hour will go by.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, dude, I could have read over my jokes. I could have been talking to my wife about something. I could have I physically got up and done something different than just sitting there watching shit on my phone. So I feel like our generation,
I feel
we
like
were the
since
first.
phones have come out, even
Okay.
older generation. I mean, like my father-in-law, he was before he went into proper smartphones. I mean, like he probably went to a proper smartphone back in 2016, 2017. He upgraded and he didn't know how to use it too well. And you sort of, he was one of these, oh, I don't get how you youngsters can spend so much time on your phone. But it's mad to see because obviously growing up, we grew up as technology grew, so we pretty
Yeah.
much as technology advanced, like in terms of like games, like phones before our generation were green screens, black writing. I think you barely had color on some of them. I
Yep.
think come our generation, you had like sliding phones, flip phones, colored screens.
I remember when the Game Boy Advance had colored screens. Yeah, it came out
Yeah,
and it wasn't black and white anymore, and you could
well, it
get
was
the
green and
fucking
white,
with the
green and
light.
black, wasn't it?
Well, then they came out with the full color edition. I remember
Yeah,
that as a kid too. It was like the newest, coolest thing.
yeah,
It was $100 for the fucking Game Boy, and that was crazy back in the day.
yeah. Do you
I
remember they
spent
brought out one
$100 on
with a light
apps.
up screen? Because you had
Yep.
the Game Boy and the
Yep.
Game Boy Color, and then you had the Game Boy Advance. But that didn't
Yep.
come with uh, a colored screen. The Game Boy
Yep.
Advance SP did, and that was like game changer. Staying up late at night. Otherwise, you had to go get batteries for a torch and like
And you had the
head
little
blanket
thing that would
under.
come
Like
over it,
yeah,
look at
that
the
was it.
screen and illuminate it.
Yeah,
I
but
remember
like I
that
said, we've
shit, bro.
grown with technology as it's grown, and like it was mad to see that my father-in-law to go from someone that was I don't see how you youngsters spend so much time on your phone to he will go home and he will literally sit there and play on his phone, go through
Dude,
Facebook.
that's my dad. That's my grown father. Like, I remember when I was 12 years old. The story's gonna piss me off, but I want to tell it. Remember when I was 12 years old, right? 20 years ago. What was big? 360. The Xbox 360, dude, it was time, everything, Call of Duty, like Modern Warfare 2. All my friends had it, everything. We had collectively the year before gotten an Xbox 360, like for the whole family and everything. I sat in the living room, whatever. And I told my dad, like, hey, everybody's playing Call of Duty. Like, there's and I remember telling him there's a future in video games. And he just looked at me and was like, no, there's not. There's no future in video games. And if I could go back 20 years ago, I would have fucking found my own copy of the game, got my own internet, and I would have started streaming back then. Because the kids that started 20 years ago and stuff like that are the ones that are the 4 million follower fucking
Yeah,
YouTube guys and all that and everything. And not that I ever would have like locked in and done that, but I remember my dad telling me that video games will never be a path, but he wanted me to go into computer science. Like I remember that was like his big thing in life about like, oh, you want to know how to stay in the forefront of the world, work with computers. And I was like, video games are fucking computers, dog.
mhm,
Like video games is what the computer industry is like working towards. Yes, there's other things. There's apps, AI, chat GPT, that kind of shit and everything that we went the direction with the apps that people like. Dude, somebody made $1 billion off of fucking Spotify as an app. They just brought the idea to somebody and they were like, oh, this is genius. And now Spotify is what Pandora. Like that was created by a fucking 17-year-old in his basement.
it's nuts, isn't
And like that was the future. I feel like if my dad would have looked at me and been like, why, like truly listened to me about like why do you want to play video games and shit? Like, yeah, I want to play video games with my friends. But also, dude, like if I could have done that, like there's you can go to college to be on an esports team
yeah,
nowadays.
it's crazy.
Like you can literally get your whole education paid for and play fucking Overwatch or play Call of Duty or play Apex or design stuff for Apex and Minecraft and shit like that. Like that's what these kids are going to school for and stuff nowadays. And I felt like I was always supposed to be a streamer. Like I love this shit, dude. I love being behind the microphone. I'm good at the jokes. I mean, the comedy is what it is and everything, but like streaming is where I've always kind of felt okay.
Yep.
And now being older, like I feel better on a comedy stage. Like 100% I do, but like I wish my dad would have just listened to me when I was like, "Hey, video games are going to be huge." Because nowadays, that same man who was like, "No video games, no tablets, no nothing," will post up in his motherfucking recliner for hours with his tablet just
Hey,
scrolling the book of faces.
excuse me, we're not on OnlyFans. Put,
Hey, shit.
put your
Link in
fucking
the bio. But my dad will
put your
sit
pigeon
there.
legs away.
He'll sit there, post it up, just fucking scrolling the book of faces for fucking hours of his life,
Yep.
looking on racingjunk.com for shit that he can't fucking afford or doesn't need. And I remember him telling me as a kid, like, oh, you'll never be you like that's not the kids I'm raising. I'm like,
So growing up, you mentioned Modern Warfare 2, right?
dude,
So
MW2.
growing up, my old man was in the business of. Do you know? Remember Xboxes had red rings of death. My
Yep.
old man was very much a I'm not going to throw it away sort of situation. So he never threw. He had one that broke. He didn't throw it away. He found the issue, fixed it, and then he spray painted the Xbox orange. Right, it was glowing orange. But there was a thing you could do with the Xbox 360s, whereas if you installed the game on a disk drive, so you put the disc in, it took ages to install the game to the hard drive. Yeah,
Ages.
yeah. So
Now I can install 68 gigs in fucking 12 minutes. I did it yesterday.
it's nuts. But yeah, so you'd install I download the disc to the hard drive, but then when you'd run the game, it'd spin for a couple of seconds, realize what game you're playing, and then stop spinning, and it'd never spin again.
Yep.
So my old man realized that if you took the two screws that held the disk drive cover down after the game is finished reading and it stops spinning, you could pull the disc tray off, take the disc out, go upstairs, which was in my room, plug it in, put the game into my Xbox, and we both play Call of Duty.
It would read like it was playing.
No. So his game would still play because it's
that's what I'm saying. It reads and it plays no problem, and you're just like, fuck you, Xbox. Dude, I remember PS2 fucking workarounds and shit like that. Sony Interactive would come up, and you cross over to the other VPN and change in, and then be like Dutch letters and shit like that. It's like, oh, now you're in PlayStation's network.
Do you know what a mad thing is about the PS2? Only recently, I'd say maybe the last couple of years, I realized that actually had PSN.
Yeah.
I never realized.
Yep, that was the same. Like the original Xbox didn't, but when the 360 came out, it was you could either get the little thing to put on the back to get the internet, or like some of them came wired that had the pack on it. Yeah. Yep. But the PlayStation, the PS2s were designed to go on the PSN, and they had an Ethernet port.
Yeah.
They were the first console to have an Ethernet port like that.
Never knew that until a couple
Crazy.
Years ago.
Crazy.
And it's only because I seen someone playing Battlefield 2, like Star Wars Battlefield 2.
Oh, dude.
Yeah. Was it Battlefront?
Battlefront.
Yeah, Star Wars Battlefront 2. That was like the OG game for it. I love that.
Dude, the days when you could get Luke Skywalker in the middle of the thing and fucking roll on people and shit. Oh, dude, the days.
Yeah.
I think it's crazy that
I feel like I said, our generation, I think we spend too much time on our devices, and again, like you said,
we're supposed to. We're the forefront of it.
Yeah, exactly. We're the demographic,
and that's where I feel like people our age and stuff like this are the content creators and the influencers and stuff. And yeah, there's always some 20-year-old kid and stuff like that, but it's the people that have been consistently GameCube. Oh, dude, the GameCube days. Like what's his name? Roman Atwood.
Yeah, Smile More.
Yeah, he used to fucking do the videos throwing his kid off the thing. And it was a doll and everything. And like that dude is still 42 years old, killing it on YouTube. Like still lives in a fucking $1 million house with his family. His son? Didn't one of them die?
No. Rowan Atwood.
Yeah.
No, not Rowan. Noah is his son. Right, his son was in all the videos. He would have been the oldest son that you would have seen things. Right. He grew up. Got into bodybuilding, got quite big. Do you remember Vitaly?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Vitaly's in the business that would catch him Preds.
Yeah, Vitaly is also the guy that would like randomly like streak through fucking professional sports games and like fuck shit up. Didn't he get a bunch of charges? Didn't he catch like
he was also the one that used to dress up like the hitman or the Russian assassin. Yeah, him.
Yeah.
So
he did some fucked up shit on YouTube.
Oh yeah. So Noah did a video with Vitaly. The purple color, nice.
The purple GameCube.
Nice.
I think we still have it.
Let's say, wasn't the purple standard?
No, the purple was an addition, a special. They came in blue, silver, and like a weird gray color.
They also come in red, I think. That was an edition from Mario.
Yep, you get the edition one in red. Yep, they came in the yellow edition Pikachu one. Yep.
Yeah, so Noah Atwood was in a video with Vitaly but Vitaly's been banned from YouTube. He's on Kick.
Mm-hmm.
So he's doing all this Pred shit over on Kick to the point he will lure a Pred back to like an Airbnb, I'm assuming, or somewhere, and do a bunch of shit to them, like cut their hair and tattoos and shit. And Kick allow it, but YouTube don't.
But you know why Kick allows that? You know who runs Kick, right?
Aiden Ross, isn't it?
and Steak Eddie,
Yeah.
and they are both terrible fucking human beings. They're terrible fucking human beings.
So we moving to kick.
All right, we'll see you guys on Kick here in about 6 minutes. I'll get set up. We'll get the affiliate code and everything. Dude, when Kick first
Aiden
started,
Ross sign you up 4 million.
yeah, I
Start.
thought about making the move from Twitch to Kick because they promised more money for streamers, more revenue, like all of that and everything. And
So
then
yeah,
2 months went by, and there were streamers on there like Action Man who had like 800 subs gifted to him that people would request refund on.
okay.
And Kick allowed that. Like on Twitch, if you gift me a sub to just some random
It's
person,
yeah, it's not
you can't
refundable.
go in there and be like, "Oh, I want a refund." There's no way you gave the money. That's why there's so many fucking. Are you sure? Are you sure
Yeah,
you want to do this? Please sign in. Please fucking put your password in. Please click this box one more time. Check this fucking other box that you clicked the box on and double click the box to make sure that you're fucking gifting a sub or whatever. So on Kick, like after 2 months of just seeing it being up and running and stuff, and it is run by gambling, like 100% Steak
well, yeah,
Eddie, the online gambling and everything. And they're really big in other countries. Like they can't do it in America. So like it's in Canada real bad. That's where like Trainwrecks lived. He lived in Calgary, shit like that. You ever heard of Trainwrecks TV?
yes, I think so.
Fucking dude, Train is a fuck. He is literally a train wreck. He is a fucking degenerate son of a bitch like nobody has ever seen. But also, got to give that guy respect because like he started with nobody. He was a fat kid. He started nobody ever was shitty in his streams, and 15 years in has 8 million followers across all platforms. Like literally, he'll have 30,000 people watching him just gamble thousands of dollars away every day. Like so, while I think that you're an idiot, maybe you fucking know better than I do. Like I'm not even gonna say that.
Well, look at that
But
Steve guy. What was his name?
Steve will do it.
Steve will do it. Yeah, look at him. They see he's a very controversial one, right? Because
Dana White fucked him up.
yeah, I got
Dana
a lot
White.
of time for him. Like I do like his content. Like some of it
Mhm.
is quite smug, but some of it
His old
is
chugging shit was cool, and
yeah,
like you're an idiot, like you just drank a whole bottle of Grey Goose, you're probably gonna die, but like, haha, that's funny. But he did the gambling stream with Dana White, and Dana White bets $1 million a hand.
yeah,
Like Dana White is worth fucking $1 billion. Dana White doesn't give a fuck. Dana White will punch his wife in the middle of fucking everybody. Like Dana White doesn't care. So guys like that, you can't go in there with a $10 million cap on your entire fucking net worth, betting $1 million a hand.
yeah.
And then the whole Steve thing just got really, really fucked, which is crazy to watch some of these people like fall from grace that were really good at it. Like, there's a guy I watch, Bar None, Jake Barr, and he's a YouTuber and everything, and I fucking love Jake Barr. Barr says whatever the fuck he wants. He does not care. He helps people when he's supposed to and everything, but he's also been put in those positions where he could take shit just a little bit farther. Like he could say one more phrase that's really going to piss off some communities and everything, but he never does. He sees that line. He respects the line well enough to be like, I'm going to walk right up to it and I'm just going to keep my ass right here. My wife was real big on like YouTubers when we first got together, and I was never like a YouTuber growing up. I didn't have like a favorite guy or anything. But like some of these people on YouTube and like the content they put out and stuff, like I'm gonna talk shit about somebody my wife loves. Trisha Paytas. You ever heard of Trisha Paytas?
Wasn't she the big one? I saw.
Trash ass, petty ass is what I call her.
Yeah,
She is a
didn't
terrible
she?
human
I'm
being.
trying to think of what she did. She
She did nothing, bro. She was on ridiculousness because they got a clip of her saying that she could read faster than anybody, and she's like turning pages of a book like I just read from here to here. She's an idiot, right? This woman has made such an influence and like culling on YouTube and everything that she named her child Malibu Barbie.
nice,
That
nice
is literally her child's name.
as you do.
As you do. I need you to stop agreeing with these dumbass American fucks.
What do you mean?
I think she named her new son Ken.
Yeah, Ken and Barbie.
That's not acceptable. That's not acceptable. I don't understand people who have influence who use it for brain numb. I like if you have any influence in this world, any, you got any amount of people that watch you, like I feel like we try to do that with 8 subscribers. Like, I'm not out here talking about like I'm gonna name my child Malibu. Like, I'm not trying to make any content that we're providing. Yeah, we're cracking jokes, we're telling this, but like the basis of everything we're saying is pretty amicable to like live by. Like, I'm telling you to watch Bluey because it'll really make you think about how you play with your kid. I'm telling you to watch Bluey because there's episodes that'll really tell you like, oh, when that pisses me off, I need to just deal with it in a better scenario. I need to deal with it in this way and everything. There's just Elvis is her son's name. That's even worse. That's even you are disrespecting the
It's a
motherfucking
fucking
king, baby.
Christmas.
You are disrespecting the motherfucking king, baby. Also, nobody's ever really said it out loud. Elvis was a terrible person.
Oh no, no.
I have to say
I
this.
mean, he might have groped a few children, but
Yeah, bro, he had like a thing for virgins and like
yeah,
Elvis
a
wasn't
few videos have come up I've seen recently about
also
Elvis.
when you die taking a shit on your own toilet because you have so many
Mm.
quaaludes in your system that you can't push properly and you have
Uh,
a fucking hernia and an aneurysm goes off in your brain and you die, you
is
might
that what it
be
was?
yeah, he was so high. When you take stuff like that, like
I
painkillers,
tell you
like
what though, like
oxy, hydro, any of that, it really backs your system up.
I'll never
So he
defend.
died from pushing too hard and an aneurysm happened in his brain.
So I'll never defend like do it like he never. I don't think he went through with anything because I've been noticed that no stories have come up since he's died. Like with MJ, well not with MJ, like I said, the whole Jimmy Savile thing and everything happens after they die. Nothing's
The
come out
Jimmy
saying,
Savile thing is crazy.
yeah,
And you guys like everybody knew him and you're just like, what the fuck?
yeah, but nothing's come out about Elvis. So that's the one
No.
thing you can't say. But have you seen the Elvis film? If you
No.
haven't, I would watch it, right? Because it really does show that he had a rough time of it. His manager was fucking him over massively to the point he was giving him drugs to keep him awake because he was trying to rinse him for money. He owned like I think it was like 70% of what he bought in. Like it was
Yeah,
stupid
but
money.
I mean
And
that's where I put my foot down as Elvis and be like, listen, bitch. That's as a
yeah, but
drug addict, I'm not gonna let you feed me drugs to do your bidding. Fuck you.
this was at a time where
I get it.
like stage performers were using drugs anyway to get themselves through shows. So to some degree, like if he was high all the time because of his manager telling him, "Oh no, you need to do this, you need to do that. It's in your contract." Blah blah blah. If he was high all the time, you can't hold him accountable for some of his actions. If he, touched someone inappropriately, then I'd say no, fuck that guy. But I would definitely say that his manager had a massive thing to do with that.
I mean, I can't say shit about Elvis. Our president right now in America is known for smelling little girls' hair.
Who knows?
Joe Biden?
He's still president, dude.
Yeah, until the 20th of January, then Trump takes back over.
Nice.
They got
Trump,
he's got to
Trump,
finish out
Trump,
the year.
Trump.
Trump, which I don't give a fuck. He's gonna grab her by the pussy. So I mean, that's a little bit more direct than smelling your hair and like rubbing your shoulders
I mean,
awkwardly. At least you know
at
what the
least
fuck
he's
he's
age
after.
appropriate. I mean, he's not
Yeah,
grabbing kids by the pussy, that's for sure.
no, he's just hey, you're 40 and hot. I'm grabbing her by the pussy. Like I
Exposed
mean,
up,
Stormy
grab her by the pussy.
Rain, grab her by the pussy. I'm just saying that's what it
Trish,
comes down
grab
to.
her by the pussy.
That's what it comes down to. That's what it comes down to.
She likes the name Judge Mental Fuck. Nice. What's that? Do you guys what do you parties, drugs, alcohol, gambling, or eat? Parties, drugs, alcohol, gambling.
I think at 17 years old, when I snorted heroin for the first time in my life, I think I was done. I think that was my party phase because at 17 I was doing stupid shit that like 25-year-old kids were doing and stuff. So by 25, when all my other friends, like my normal friend, like my friends who went to college and shit, were like, "Hey, bro, we're gonna go to the bar. We're gonna crawl the bars and everything," and I'm just like, "No." I've
So
been there and I normally get arrested. So like we're not going to do that anymore.
yeah,
Can I tell you that with comedy actually starting and like getting bigger shows, cuz I got another show on the first, I got booked for it officially and everything. Feel like
cocaine's
that's
been
cool.
quite appealing. I know.
So, yeah, so heroin, no, I'm just kidding. So like
Heroin.
am I gonna say that like I'm past my get blackout drunk with the homies cracking jokes all night stages? Probably not. But like, dude, I don't want to I don't want to party as I know to party anymore. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to be like fucking 3 Adderall deep, 10 beers in on a fucking Tuesday at a welcome week party or something. Like I don't want to hang out with these college kids. I don't want to party with the new generation
Yeah.
because
So
I'm just a chill guy.
for me, it was very much it didn't really bother with too much growing up. Like the occasional bit of weed, like before I was 16 and everything, like shit like
Interpol's gonna fucking kick his door in.
that. 100%. Um, when I started going out drinking, so I said legal age here is 18. So when I started going out drinking a bit more, from about 16 through to 18, there was some wild shit that I did.
See, which that's also crazy. Like you guys can drink at 18, and unless you're on a military base with a military ID, you cannot buy beer unless you're 21 in the state of in any of the states. But if you're on a military base with the military ID,
But
like
you
from
guys
their
can also
PX,
drive at 14, if I'm right.
no, you're wrong. 16.
Oh, 16, okay.
You can get a motorcycle license at 14, but you can only ride like a 250 or smaller, and you can only be on city streets. And
Yeah.
those kids are fucking losers. Trust me.
So is 16 here the biggest CC you can drive or ride is a 125.
Okay.
Then you go to 18, then you can ride anything up to, I think it's 45 bhp,
What the fuck is BHP?
brake horsepower.
You don't CC shit?
So they cap it at a power band, not an engine size.
Oh yeah, no, ours is engine size. So like
Yeah.
up
So
to 18. Once you hit 18, you can go 450 or bigger.
yeah. So it's from 16 through to 17, I want to say. I might be wrong. 16 through to 18, possibly. You can ride a 125 or a 50cc.
Mm-hmm.
From that, then you can ride up to, I think, 45 or 49 brake horsepower, which in a bike is quite a lot. Like, that's, I mean, like,
Your roads are also very different than ours and
ours
everything
are a lot
too.
smaller than yours. Yeah.
Yeah, you're a lot more narrow, a lot more on the other side and everything. So like where people get away with just like fucking riding motorcycles like idiots in the States, they would not get away with it there. Like not just get away with it, but like you would truly probably die. Like there'd be a lot more accidents. Do you guys have MCs over there?
MCs, yes.
Motorcycle clubs, like
Yeah.
true, like 1%er clubs, diamond clubs?
Right. So in the UK, uh, training.
Brake horsepower. That's a new one. I gotta remember that shit, y'all.
Yeah, it's BHP.
What's
It's
the BPH on this motherfucker?
BHP, you fucking
BHP. I can't
You,
even
you know a
BPH
brake power
this thing.
horse. Ah, you know. Yeah.
Brake
So
power. Hold up.
hold on, let me have a look. So, right. So to do your license in the UK for a bike,
You have to get a motorcycle license over
No.
there too, right?
not for the first one. So the first one you do a thing called a CBT, which is
Okay.
compulsory basic training. You basically have to go to a test facility, and this is how you
Mhm.
get to ride a 125 without having the license for it. The requirements for that are you have to attend a training facility. They have a bunch of like obstacles and stuff, like do a figure eight and an emergency stop and everything. They take you out on
Yep.
the road for 2 hours. I don't think anyone has ever failed a CBT. I don't think they're
About to
designed
go
to be
fail
failed.
one.
Yeah. But you always need to ride with an L plate under your vehicle, so under your license plate. So it's basically a white. It's about yay big. It's a white frame with the red letter L in it to say that you're a learner rider. So it's
Nobody has license plates in the United States on motorcycles, bro. That's why we're
yeah,
all fucking outlaws.
yeah. So the CBT will cover you for up to 45-kilometer vehicle, 45 kilometers an hour a vehicle top speed. Um, once you do your A2 license, you can ride.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, so your license for your bike.
45 kilometers is 28 miles an hour.
Yeah. So that would be a 50cc. Then you do your A1 license, which is a 125. Then you do
No wonder it sucks to live in Britain. You
yeah.
guys suck.
So you do progressive access then,
Oh,
which
safe
is
shit.
so with motorbikes here, you can. It's not like in America. You have to do for a full bike license to be able to ride any bike. It's basically you have to do two sets of tests. So you
Okay.
get an A2 license, which is so you get your A1 license when you do your CBT. It's
Mhm.
just say that you can. Was that?
I,
I need a
I
translator.
I already got it.
Yeah. So you
Already
need
got it.
an A1 license, which is acquired by your CBT. Then you can go on to your A2 once you've done a theory test. So it's basically a answer questions on a computer, road safety,
The
basically. Yeah.
written. Yep.
You do that, and then that will allow you to ride up to a 35 kilowatt bike. I don't know what that is. I think it's any. I think it averages about 450 to a 500cc.
Yeah, about a 450.
Yeah. Um, and then from your A2 license, then you go to an A license, which is unrestricted, any size, any power. But to do that, you need to be to do a progressive access course. It's 2 years. And that's only achievable when you're 21. If you're 24 or older, you can do a direct access, which is basically you do your CBT, go straight in for your full license. So you still have to do the other training courses and provide you pass, but there's
Do you see a
no
lot of
like
bikes over there?
y-
A lot of people ride,
biking is quite popular over weekends and stuff.
like riding.
Yeah, I used to do it a lot. My old man's now got a license. He's got
You
his as
can't
well.
ride a motorcycle.
I got my license.
I can ride a motorcycle without a license.
Yeah, but you're just a bitch.
Ours, you gotta get like a special stamp on it. And you gotta take like this 8-hour class and do all this shit and everything like that. So I've
this
never
is
gotten it.
this is trivial.
This is difficult, bitch. That's literally yeah. Jetpack bingo.
But there's a lot of things like you have obviously same with I'm assuming America. You can't just jump in a like an Arctic lorry or a 18 wheeler and just
I mean, you
drive.
can just don't get pulled over.
Yeah, if you get pulled over, I'm assuming you need a Pacific license, right?
Yeah, you gotta have it's called a CDL,
Yeah,
commercial driver's license,
yeah.
because
So,
that's considered a commercial vehicle.
mhm. So yeah, so that's riding a bike here. Like it's nuts. The steps you need to go through, and it's a lot more expensive than doing your car.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah,
To
getting a motorcycle license here and then like tagging it and getting your license to like reflect and everything, it costs next like $300.
yeah, so here to just so if you were so let's say you would come to the UK, right, and you didn't have a bike license, you'd
I
come to
can't
the
come to
UK.
the UK.
Yeah, no, you're a bitch. But you let's say you come to the UK, you and Anna and Giddy say, "Well, fuck it, we're going to take advantage of the benefit system. We're going to come over and get a free house. We're going to get all the free childcare, free health bill, all that shit." Right? Let's say you come over. You want a bike license. For you to like, and I've priced it up for one of my mates. For you to do your bike license from the CBT at the beginning through to you passing again an unrestricted license, it's about £800,
God damn.
which I think in
That's
your money is
fucking
about
Britain
$1,100.
sucks. Yeah, $1,100. Britain sucks. Britain sucks.
Yeah, it works out. I think your CBT will run you for about 150. Your
Mhm.
your theory test will cost you about £30. Your your A2 license will run you probably about three, and your A license probably run you about 253.
God damn.
Yeah, it's nuts.
They just be taking money where they can take money every way.
Well, you say that, man. Driving lessons. Know if you want like you're 17, you get your provisional license. You so basically it's like it's a green. Our license is a green and pink. Pink
Uh-huh.
is your full license. It's the license you get for passing your car. That's your fully qualified driver. Green is your provisional license. So it's I don't know what you guys call it. It's like you've not quite
Learner's
passed
permit.
learner's permit. Yeah. So that's the difference between the two. For lessons driving, it's about £60 lesson.
I think driver school here costs about $200.
What, a day?
You go for 3 days. It's 3 8-hour classes. You do theory, like you watch and take a test. You do action, which is like you'll move a car, park a car, do all this stuff and everything, and then you'll do 8 hours of learning all of like the traffic signs and shit like that. And you take
And
another
after
test.
that, you get your license.
Then you get your permit,
Okay.
and then from your permit, you have to do 40 hours driving with somebody,
Hmm.
40 hours driving with an instructor, um, and then I think it's 12 hours of driving at night.
So here, we don't have any of them requirements.
Yeah, you got to do all of that from the age of 15 and a half to 16 if you want to get your license the day you turn 16.
Okay.
So you have to get all of that, and then at 16, you get what's called a restricted driver's license. So probably like you were talking about, you can't be out past like 10 o'clock. You can't be. You're not supposed to have more than one person in the vehicle with you unless it's somebody over the age of 21. So like me and you could be in the car with a 16-year-old and then their 16-year-old friend, but like they couldn't have anybody else in the car because we both have our
just
full
just out of curiosity,
licenses.
why are me and you in a car with
No,
two
I'm just saying
16-year-olds?
age-wise, like I'm 30, you're 20. Like us, we're above the age limit and everything, but there can
Yeah.
only be one person that's under the age of 21 in the vehicle
Okay. So
besides the driver.
here, you don't need to, if you're that confident driving. So like, you can't drive on public roads without being with an instructor or having the relevant insurance. If you've got your provisional license, if your parents put you on their insurance as a
Yep.
provisional driver, then you can drive the car accompanied as learning.
Yeah, that's how
Yeah.
learning is here.
It's not required. If you're like, so for instance, if you know someone that has land, like private car park or something, and you can just say, "Oh, do you mind if I come here in the night?" Your parents could drive you there, and you just do all your maneuvers and stuff in the night. You don't need to do it. You could literally put in for your provisional license, wait for it to come, which is about 2 weeks, and then go straight in for your driving test. And if you pass your theory and your driving test, you don't need to do any on-road training. You can literally go
Yeah.
from not knowing at all to passing half a car.
If you fail here, you have to wait 6 months.
If you fail here, you can put in for straight away, but there is a waiting list. Like,
Yeah.
because
If you fail here, you have to wait 6 months before they'll even let you retest.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
How
Which
many
is
times did
crazy
Anna
because
fail?
some of these motherfuckers need to take their driver's test again because some of these people cannot motherfucking drive at all.
Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised you got your license. Very surprised.
I'm an amazing driver, bro. You ain't never
That's why
seen me
that's why
behind
your
the
car's
wheel.
in the garage.
Anna blew it up.
No, don't give me that shit.
Yeah, it's probably me. I think I remember the exact day when I did it too because I felt it drop weird and I was like, that didn't feel right.
And you said, "Anna, drive this car for me."
No, I actually, which the day she took the car, I didn't even tell her. I wanted her to take the other car, so I wanted to have the one that was fucking blown up. Would never even known. Yep, would never even known. Chat, it's been a good hour. Back in my day was a whole lot better, but if we can leave you with anything today, don't let your kids watch Peppa Pig, watch Bluey. Peppa's a bitch.
Fuck Peppa.
And Bluey is a kid that you would like to have at your house. Like Bluey is somebody that you would like your kid to be friends with and come over and like be like, "Oh, you're fucking really well trained. Like you really got some good home training. Like people actually love you. You know what you're talking about." Bluey, A1. Peppa, fucking Paw Patrol, Rubble and Crew, all those motherfuckers can eat a dick.
Don't bully Paw Patrol.
Never had Peppa Pig effort. Fuck Peppa Pig. She makes British people look so bad. Like all you guys do is jump in muddy puddles, and you must wear your boots.
Well, Welsh people always wear wellies, so
We don't need. We know why that is. In case there's just a random sheep on the side of the road. All right, guys, we'll be back next week. Next week I have my comedy show, so we will be here. I'm gonna work with you. We might be a little earlier next week, just because I have a lot of shit going on Sunday.
No worries. Well, maybe we push it to Saturday or something.
I have even more shit going on Saturday. Yeah, because the 23rd's like Christmas is normal for you guys too, right? 25th.
No, Christmas on 26th.
Now we're just talking shit.
No, Christmas on 26th.
Because we are knee deep in sheep. I didn't say it. You guys said it. But the crazy thing is that you all say the same thing. You just put the fucking legs in the wellies.
There's truth to it.
There's no truth to that. There should really be no truth to that. But yeah, chat,
Every
we will
Welsh
be back
person you
next
speak
week.
to
maybe an hour early, maybe an hour later, sometime around the same time. We'll see you guys next week.
Yep.
Holiday vibes next week. We're gonna talk about Christmas stories.
I'm expecting Christmas hats next week, by the way.
Yeah,
At
on the
least a
20th.
Santa hat.
Yep, yep, on the 20th.
I want Christmas lights in the background, everything.
Okay, a little far.
No.
Little
I'm
far.
telling you now, Christmas lights in the background. I want some sort of festive shit going on your backdrop. I'll have it as well. I'm expecting some sort of Christmas fucking like backdrop behind you and a
I'm gonna
Santa hat
put
to go
just
with.
like a little bitty Christmas tree
I'll take
up
it.
on the wall.
I'll fucking take it. But I'm expecting you in a Santa hat next week.
Okay, I don't even think I own a Santa.
Well, you fucking best go get one.
It's probably the most bought thing in America right now. Guys, have a good week.
Yeah, have a good week, guys. See you again.
Fuck a Tuesday. Just remember that above all else.
As well, fuck you.
Bye.
Peace, boys.